Hey, Tanita. I'm okay. I'm a bit tired, but awake at the same time. Tired but wired. How are you doing? No, my sleep is all screwed up. I've gone to my doctor about it because I know it's like one of the meds that he has me on, and they just gave me a sleeping pill that makes me like oversleep. So it's like either I'm having insomnia or I'm oversleeping. So I just stay up. Oh, you got a headache? The headache sucks. I have a feeling your grandma is with you if this is your grandma. But I'm seeing a woman like she's in a nightgown. She's a little hunched over, but she has gray hair that's pulled back into a low, like a low ponytail or a low bun. And I'm hearing she had her hair hot pressed, the comb. Do you know this lady? Okay. Yeah, she's coming through. So here, hold on. Let me post the link. Yeah, she's small and petite. And she's showing herself in a purple house dress or nightgown. Yeah, no problem. Take your time, hon. I'm gonna turn this into the welcome. There we go. Hey,
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. Okay, but yeah, your great grandmother, she told me make sure you tell her I used to get the hot comb, like the silk press.
Hold on for me 1 minute. I'm battling to hear you. I just want to try see. I can't increase the volume.
What? Thank you, Katie. That's crazy. Put me on the spot a little bit. No, that's okay. That's okay. I appreciate it. That's, yeah, I can hear you now.
Oh, okay, cool.
Okay, did you hear what I said about your grandmother? Okay, having some issues.
Hey.
Hey, you having some issues?
Yep, it keeps kicking me out. I don't know why. Okay,
Oh
I'm not going to
no.
touch anything. I'm just going to leave it as is.
Okay. But yeah, I was saying your grandmother was really like, tell her I got the hot comb, like a silk press that you would. I used to be a hairdresser, so women come in all the time and they show me their hair.
That's weird though, because she was more of a seamstress than a hairdresser.
No, I know that's how she wore her hair, is what she's
Oh
saying.
yes,
Is
yeah,
that
yeah,
yeah?
yeah, definitely.
Um, yeah. Don't tell me any information like seamstress. Now I know. But that would make sense with her showing me clothes. So,
Yep.
did she live with you at some time?
Just before she passed, she stayed with us.
That's what I just heard. That y'all took care of her, and I'm
Yeah,
hearing
my
she's
mom.
grateful. She's grateful for that.
Hmm.
Did she have dementia or Alzheimer's?
Mm, towards the end,
What
yeah.
towards the end? Yeah, I'm hearing like it wasn't like a drawn out that it was just kind of like a quick bit of where she lost her memory and she would be confused.
Yeah, it was very, very much towards the end. Like, must have been maybe a month before she passed, so it wasn't too long.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, because she said quick. Um,
Yeah.
what else? Just getting evidence that this is her coming through. Um, I'm hearing she did not have any animals. Like she didn't like animals.
She did not like.
That she didn't have animals.
Yeah, she definitely
Oh,
didn't like them. Yeah, definitely.
okay,
Yeah, she wouldn't want them near her. She felt like they would make her dirty. So yeah, she was very clean and yeah,
I get it. I
yeah.
hear, yeah, she didn't want the fur on her clothes and the
Mm-hmm.
furniture, and she was even afraid of them. Um, Like she didn't want to get scratched by a cat or bit by a dog. Um,
Yeah.
okay, I'm gonna ask her what her message is for you. Why is great grandma coming through? I just heard being a strong woman and being independent.
Yep. That's me.
Oh, she's saying that she had to be really strong and independent in her life, and
100%.
she kind of what?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely her. She had to run an
Uh,
entire farm by herself. So yeah.
oh wow.
Hmm.
She's saying she looks at you like that, and she wants you to see yourself as capable of being or having strength and independence and being able to uh, like take care of yourself without any worries or any dependence on a man or anyone else.
Hmm.
Okay. Mm, are you thinking? Is there something about school? Like, are you finished with school, or are you thinking about going back to school?
I do want to further my studies. So yeah.
I'm hearing yes. Like she's saying, go, go, go. Um, and I'm hearing like, is there a question that you had?
Yeah. So I got a job offer today, and I just want to know, is it the right move? I'm desperate to get out of the current company I'm in because it's very toxic, but is this move going to be the right move for me? Is it the right place for me to go work at? Um, just yeah, but concerned. Is it the right move for me?
You're worried if you leave your job, like, will you be able to make ends meet?
Well, I think I will, but it's more of, is it stable? Is it a stable job that I'm going to be
Right.
going into? And also, this company, is it a good company to go to? I'm not sure, you know?
She's not saying that, but she's talking again about being strong. And I'm hearing you got to leave a toxic situation. Like
Yeah.
a toxic job is just gonna grind you down.
Hmm.
And I'm hearing if the next job is toxic, then find another one. She's saying keep on looking until you find the right fit, and you will.
That makes sense.
Um, but not to be scared, to be brave, to enough to have self worth to say I deserve not to be treated like this,
Yeah.
not by a boyfriend, not by my employers, not by my mama and daddy. Like,
Yep, that makes sense.
um, trying to see what else she has to say. I'm hearing I'm proud of you. And just again, she's bringing up strength. Like she's saying, when you don't feel strong, think about me and the women in our family.
Mm-hmm. Get that.
That you come from a long line of women who have had to power through and struggle.
Yep, definitely.
Hi, Milky. Do you have any other questions?
No,
Okay. What's wrong? You sound upset.
no. I'm just trying to gauge, from that, what as the next step forward. So no, not upset at all.
Uh, you're nervous. Like, don't be nervous. Like, I know it's like a big step
Mm,
because it's like you're talking about your security here, and it's like we want that
it's
stable
exactly that.
foundation. But
Exactly.
yeah, like you got to risk struggling to get to that stable foundation.
Yeah. 100%. 100%. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
No problem. And I hope it resonated.
It does. Definitely does. Thank you. Have a
Okay,
lovely day further. I'll
you
be in the
too.
chat. All right.
Okay,
Bye.
bye. KP, are you still there? I'm hoping y'all can hear me. Let me know if y'all can hear me. Okay, Penny, you can. And thank your grandmother, Tanita. She came through very loud and she was very, she communicated greatly. Like tonight, I've been having some teeth pullers where it's like they give me images or little flashes of things. But your grandma was like, I heard her really well. Yeah, she's strong. It's 12:22. Synchronicity. 'If anybody else wants a reading, let me know. And if anybody has any questions, feel free to ask. It's starting to get hot. It's hot in here. I am. It's one of my favorite spots. I know that's like morbid, but it has Civil War history where in the Civil War this church was converted into a hospital, and there were so many soldiers coming in and having their arms and legs amputated that like it filled up outside the windowsill. So there was just a lot of deaths because of the amputations. They got infected. Um, so it has a gruesome history, and there are a lot of body parts in the cemetery. But it's just an interesting part of history because, um, yeah, there wasn't a doctor or a hospital for miles. They just had to turn the little church into it. Yeah, I like going to historical places. I'm a history nerd, and I like. I guess that's why I like cemeteries because I like walking around and looking for the oldest graveyard or gravestone that I can find. Yeah. Sorry, I got nerdy on you. There were a bunch of people in here, and then they all just left. A bummer. But yeah, this graveyard, like one night I was sitting here and it was after I came out the hospital. So my senses were heightened and I saw a man in a yellow t-shirt walk up to the driver's side of my car and it startled me and then he just disappeared. I was like, what the hell? But I have a feeling that that spirit was like looking for a laugh. Like he found that funny. Maybe my voice scared them. No, you have a beautiful voice. Maybe he showed himself for some reason, and all the paranormal shows that I watch say that if they show themselves like that, it takes a lot of energy to do that. So but he looked like an old man in a yellow shirt, like in recent times. He didn't look like he was from a past era or anything. Okay, just waiting for somebody to get a reading. I don't know if you got to hear her reading, but her grandma came in like loud and clear. I love when that happens. Okay, I got you. Hello, hello. Oh, hey, Tanita. Sorry, I was typing something. Oh, yeah. If anybody ever wants to do like a live stream with me, I'm open to that. That would be fun. Yeah, he's been really nice to me. At first, I thought he was mean, but then he started being real nice. I'm sensitive and like he was joking about my name, and I'm like, why is he thinking on me about the name? But yeah, I'm always down to do live streams with other people and figure out the technical side of it. I also think I may have a spirit here for KP because when he popped in earlier, I got the image of a woman, and I'm seeing her like now, like you're talking about him. So I don't know if like she's for him or she's around him or what that is about. But yeah, sometimes as you guys type, like I'll get a vision of spirit. Like that's how your grandma came in earlier. You were typing, and I was like, I'm just going ahead and tell this girl her grandma's with her. That's a funny story. Okay, my entire life I've been very intuitive and very sensitive, and I had premonitions my entire life, but they weren't an everyday occurrence, and the psychic phenomena was an everyday occurrence. It was like spread out. And then in my early 20s, I had a dream where my childhood best friend Issa said, Becky, I just died. Can you tell my dad? Da, da, da. And I wake up and I run to the computer, and it's all over Facebook. Issa Osbury, rest in peace. And I freak out. Like that scared me. I was like, I'm going crazy. I'm losing my damn mind. There's no way that I seriously found out in a dream. Like, there's no way I was contacted by a spirit, you know? And it just really scared me. And so I ignored Issa. Uh, and for months, he followed me around. I would have visions while I was driving of him saying, please contact my dad. I would have visions when I was out with friends, and he would say, they aren't your real friends. He said, I'm your friend. Will you contact my dad? And he just wouldn't leave me alone until I contacted his dad. And so it went really well. His dad took it really well, but it scared me, and I blocked his dad. So his dad probably thinks I'm crazy now, but and then after that, I just started having dreams and visions of spirit saying, "Hey, can you tell so and so? I just died. Can you tell so and so? Can you do this for me? Can you do that for me?" And I've had to get used to it. Yeah, it was pretty scary. But I will say it opened me to the spirit world, and like they're not as scary as like I thought when I was a kid. Like, ooh, ghosts. Like spirits I've mostly had very positive interactions with, and they're eager to help and eager to um, give you guidance and give you support and give you love. And that's mostly what I've experienced with the spirit world. Like my family on the other side has really helped me a lot because I struggle with depression. So it's like days that I'm depressed, they're like, you know, they'll pop in and remind me to be kind to yourself and uh, get up and go take a bath or don't be sorry. Yeah, that's mostly what I've experienced is love. Love is a part of the ego. I can see how it could be. And I will say that I have spirit has expressed anger, like that they're angry about something, but it's like I've never met like a vengeful spirit. It's like you go haunt a place and possess people, and no. You know what? I don't really know what the ego is. If you really think about it, what is the ego? Is it like, I don't know how to define it. No, you're good. I like your philosophical stuff. You're a philosopher. Yeah. Mm-mm. Hey,
What up? Can you hear me?
yeah.
Okay, give me 1 second. All right. So let me find my Bluetooth. I should have did that first, but this was, spare of the moment. Forget the Bluetooth. Okay, so I came in on the S end of y'all conversation, so I don't want to butt in too much, but I just came in on seeing the ego thing. So I don't know about your experiences channeling, so I'm a reserve my rights to comment on that. But when I was speaking on the ego oftentimes is confused with self-esteem.
Yeah, that's
And
what I was thinking when, like, I was saying I can't define it because it's confused with self esteem.
so self-esteem is a part of the ego, not the other way around.
Right.
So the ego would be the sum of you. Another way to talk about the ego is, you ever did a book report and you had to write down the characteristics of the character?
Hmm.
That's what the ego is. Your ego is the sum of you, sum of all of your events, the sum of everything you identify with, the sum of all your memories, etc. When we're talking about the ego is what you identify as. I'm a person. Okay, that's step one of the ego. I'm on planet Earth. I'm this. I'm that. Is what you identify as. Even if somebody else say, "Hey, you're pretty," or "Hey, you're ugly," if you accept it for value, then a part of your ego. Whether or not other people think it, whether you believe it, if you accept it for you, then it's a part of your ego. So I just wanted to throw that out there, that the ego, I mean, of course, different schools of thoughts, but the general consensus of what the ego is just just you as a person, right? The spirit of the person, just like how you would say the spirit of the person is kind of like the personality of a person. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of in that realm, but that's just a general brief description of what I had. So I don't know if that helped or hindered or what, but
No, I like that. That's very well said.
hmm
Well, because, like, I was thinking maybe it's sort of like what we feel about ourselves, and, like you said, how we value ourselves based on whether it's other people's opinions or our accomplishments or whatever feeds
well,
that.
that sounds like an inflated sense of self-importance, and
Right.
that could be narcissism, that can be an inflated, or that can be what's called egotism, where you become
Yes.
self-centered and you're more important than everything and everybody else. So yeah. So it does weave in and out, but just in general, though, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's many different aspects of the ego. Whereas a lot of people get confused because they think that Their self-esteem is the ego.
Right. I can see that.
Mm-hmm.
Don't give me sass. I'm saying I confuse it that way. Like I said, I get it confused with like self-esteem.
Well, not you get it confused because that's common sense, meaning that that's what everybody agreed on it as, right? That just like people out here doing drugs or shooting, robbing people, right? That's accepted. You know what I'm saying? Most of the information we got in this world, the reason why we know it as fact is because people accept it as fact, not because it's true. It's because people can't
People
disprove
accept
it.
it. Right. Right.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know what to say to that.
Whatever you want, take your time, let it marinate. Ask me, hey, I'm here for you, so ask me whatever you want. If I can, I will. If I don't know how, then we gonna learn it together.
um, do you think like by what I was saying that it sounded like the spirit world they still hold on to their ego?
Well, I don't. Well, that's the part I didn't hear, so that's why I said I came in on the last part of it. So and and so what I'm guessing entities are entities, no matter what dimension they operate on. Um, I do. So real quick, I know this might go left, but I do hear a lot about how the person died with
Oh, you went out. I can't hear you. No, you were saying something interesting. Are you still there?
Sorry about that. I was saying that it's a lot of things that I don't know about mediumship. Somebody attempted to give me a reading once, but just overall, my knowledge of just the spirit world and all of that stuff just uh shit. I don't remember what I was saying before the screen cut off. Damn, I don't remember.
Like you don't know a lot about mediumship?
Yeah, mediumship in particular, dealing with contacting people directly one on one. Like I said, I heard that how they die and like their attitude towards death and stuff like that affects how they move on outside of the body. But besides that, I don't know a bunch about ego about that side of things. You know what I'm saying when it come down
Yeah.
to the spiritual. So, and I didn't even hear everything you said because even when I came in, the volume was down. So I was really responding to what I saw in the chat. That's why I gave
Yeah.
the disclaimer, like, hey, I don't want to speak too much on mediumship because that's not my forte. But I do know a little bit about the ego.
Yeah, well, I'm still learning about mediumship because it suddenly came on in my 20s. And honestly, I didn't know anything. Like, I barely knew about what it even was when it came, you know?
Hmm. Naturally, of
So,
course.
yeah. So it was like a pain in the ass. But, what do you want to know?
Nothing in particular. I never really been called to it. Like I'm a type of person that I kind of, I won't say I stick to my own lane, but I just let certain things call to me. So I never really had that calling for that.
Yeah.
For to contact a medium because I mean I had a couple people who died when I was young, but as an adult, you know what I'm saying. The only real significant person that died in my life was my mom. So I never really had like a real
Well,
uh
let me ask you this, like, because when you're popping up, I keep seeing a woman. She wears wigs, and she's showing me a gray wig, but she's a large woman. She has like a large chest. She kind of like leans forward. Um, might wear glasses. Do you know this woman?
the only person who might be gray that I know that's busty is my sister. But my sister, as far as I know, isn't dead. So
Okay,
I know that's the only reference I got. So
no, it wouldn't be like a grandma or anything.
my grandma died when I was a baby, so I have no clue what she looks like. I didn't really see pictures or none of that stuff.
Okay, see, and I get that a lot too. Like, I'll be describing something, people are like, well, maybe it could be grandma, but they died when I was a baby.
Now I will say this though, I did have experiences before though with like my grandpa. It was one time that I called on my grandpa to I asked him a question and I was shown something. So I'm not one of
Hmm.
those, naysayers or nothing like that. Like and this was like I was new to like meditation and all of that. So it was just like to have that experience. Like one time I think I reached out to my aunt, one of my aunts that died, or I didn't have a name in particular, so I was just calling out to my aunts. And that particular time, I got a tap on my third eye on my forehead.
Yep.
So I've had a couple experiences. So I'm not one of those people. I just, like I said, I've never been called to it. Of course, we always
Oh,
hear
you're
about.
intuitive. You're probably open to it, but you just don't know.
Oh yeah, I'm
Um,
definitely open, meaning that like that it's possible because I've had
but
experiences. I've had
I know a lot of
experiences with
people.
a lot of clairs. Go ahead.
Sorry, I know a
No,
lot
you
of
good.
people feel a lot of different ways about it. Like they don't believe it, or they think it's evil, or it just like freaks them out, or they just. Then there's a lot of people who don't know about it. They only know about like tarot and like fortune tellers and stuff like that. So I don't know. It's something I'm having to accept.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna get a lot of different responses by putting myself out there. And I'm
Yeah,
not
but
always gonna be right, and that's okay. Like sometimes I make a really good connection with somebody and like I explain the spirit and they're like, oh yeah, that's da 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 da.
oh
And
yeah.
they connect really well. Or
Uh huh.
yeah.
Hmm. Yeah. Like I said, I had many experiences with different clairs. The newest and most exciting thing to me is being able to smell food over great distances. I've had clear
Okay.
experience.
You, you cut out again. I can't hear you. If you can hear me.
Let me respond to a text message. I got a story to tell. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
All right. So I don't. So did you hear any of the story that I was telling before the screen cut off? Because I'm on my phone. I'm not on the computer.
No, you were talking about your clairs and then it cut off.
Okay. So what I was saying was that the most recent thing that I've been experiencing is the smell. I can't remember what that is. Um, but the first time was after a reading, and no, after a live. It was a bunch of readings, and one of the ladies, she had ate a honey bun, right? No, she ate a glazed donut, just an original glazed donut. Okay, but I perceived it as a honey bun. So after the live, I went and laid down on the couch, and I kept smelling something sweet. So I'm like, damn, I smell something sweet. So I sniffed again, and I was like, I smell a honey bun. And she was like, I
Cut out again.
attention to the screen. So yeah,
There we go.
so she had, so after her live, what I was saying was after her live, she had one of the young ladies in the chat had followed me over to the after party. Sometimes I go live after I read just to chill. So she followed me over to the after party, and I was like, I smell something sweet. I smell a honey bun. And she was like, I just ate a glazed donut. And that blew my mind. Like, that really blew my mind. Because I was like, I, I think I was just a tad bit off. But glazed donuts and honey buns smell an awful a lot alike. You know what I'm saying? It's basically
Right.
the same thing. So that was my first time experiencing that back in like November or something like that, October, November. And then more recently, just a few days ago, I was doing a reading for a guy, and I started smelling motor oil, and come to find out he was in the trucking industry. So, I've been experiencing different stuff over the years. You know what I'm saying? I've
I've had
been
I've had
experiencing a
those
bunch of different
things.
stuff over the years. But that's just the newest. Like, that was the newest thing to me that kind of stood out to me. You know what I'm saying? I know that probably like, oh, that's nothing. I've been doing that since I was a kid, but I
No.
didn't. No, not you, but some people in the chat. Some people be on YouTube. They be super psychics. They've been psychic ever since their grandpa. So before they was
Right.
born, they was psychic. So I ain't gonna lie. I'm not one of those people. I grew up a muggle. I grew up a slave. You know what I'm
Same.
saying? I grew up no magic, no religion, nothing. So me coming into the spiritual world, I'm 34 now. I really didn't really get into the spiritual stuff, even conspiracy and stuff like that. I didn't even get into a lot of stuff until later on in my 20s. You know what I'm saying? Some people be like, "Oh, I've been reading tarot cards since I was one." I was like, "No way." Cuz you can't, if you can't read symbolism, then you can't read tarot. That don't mean you ain't psychic, but that just means that you can't read tarot. You know what I'm saying? So I've only recently been doing tarot within like the last. I got my first deck in like 2018, 2019, and I didn't really take it serious till more recently. I took a tarot class back in like 2021, and I didn't even start my channel until October last year. So I'm still new to a lot of this stuff. Meditating on
Oh
it
yeah.
daily, all of that stuff.
Yeah. Same here. Like people will be like, oh, oh, I had experiences in mediumship since I was like this years old, but mine came in my 20s. It was like it wasn't there and then it was there. So,
And I don't doubt them. I believe them to a certain degree because you never know who, what, when, where, why, and how. But it's just me personally, my story is different from others.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So shout out to all of those super psychic people out there in the world who've been.
But it's funny, a lot of them like brag, but they don't use it. I noticed.
Yeah, all right. So you got me here. Ask away. Anything else you want to know? You got me open. I'm an open book right now.
um, what drew you towards doing tarot? Because I don't see a lot of guys doing tarot. It's usually women.
That's because men are taught that they aren't intuitive, which is a lie,
Exactly.
right? But so what drew me to tarot? So I was going through a lot of shit in my life. Like I was trying to recover from addiction. bunch of bad relationships. I was really trying to turn my life over. And so I wound up getting sick, creating a bunch of, it's like when I took the spiritual journey serious, all of my demons came out. I got sick. I started falling out with friends. I lost my apartment, lost my car. It was just like I was on a crash course. And it was like when I decided to get my life together is when the crash course really, really hit rock bottom. So I used to watch tarot like on Instagram and stuff like that, just to, because I heard about it from meditation and spiritual stuff, but I never, of course, I didn't grow up with it. So I got into it, and of course, the first reading that I ever seen on, I think it was Instagram, but it might have been YouTube. The first thing, it resonated. I think it was like a Scorpio reading or something, but it resonated so hard. So I kept sticking with it, and eventually I found people that I liked and that I trusted, and I would keep up with them on the daily. And then that's when I bought a deck, and I tried to experiment making contact, but I didn't study the cards.
You went out again. Damn technology. KP, if you can hear me, we can't hear you. Yeah. Hey,
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to switch to my computer just so I can put the Bluetooth in because I'm tired of this screen cutting off on me in the middle of me talking. All right, so
yeah.
what I was saying was that besides the confirmations and the insight that it gave me confirmation that the spiritual shit was real itself. Growing up, I didn't believe in Disney, I didn't believe in Harry Potter, and that shit was fake to me. I never had, growing up, I didn't even go to church, so I didn't even have that. So for me to find that, it made me feel like I was right. It was confirmation that it was more to life than what I knew, because I knew I didn't resonate with the life that was laid out in front of me. Right, growing up in the hood, drinking, smoking, recovering from my abuse as a child, all of that stuff. I knew that being stuck in that cycle wasn't for me, but I didn't know where to look. So me having tarot as that foundation early on gave me something to hold on to. So now my goal is to provide every single thing that tarot gave me. I want to give it to other people and more. So besides the
Yeah.
confirmations and all of that stuff, the safe space to be yourself, whether you just starting off on the journey of self-awareness, right? Because I call the spiritual journey the journey of self-awareness, right? So whether you just starting off on the journey of self-awareness, whether you taking a break, whether you getting back into it, whatever the case may be, we all know people in our life who don't see the world the way we do. So it's important to have the internet. It's important to have, pages like IPA Rebecca K and Reads by Tarot and Y'all go follow G Lid 7. That's GLE. Okay, that's GLEDZ and the number 7. Go follow G Lids, y'all.
Yes.
Yo, hey KP, may I get a reading? Somebody was asking for a reading on my channel. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
Got you. Ooh, I might have to
Nice.
hop off here. I got two clients. I got a life coaching client and I got a tarot client, but my lunch is supposed to be on the way. Let me see what the status of my lunch is.
Okay.
Okay, I don't know where it's at. So, what is her number? Where'd she go? E, yo, mama. She not in the live no more.
Hopefully she'll come back.
Yo, 51. What's her number? That's not her number. That's not her number. This her number. It's funny because I've been thinking about her. She ain't really been on YouTube. Yeah, my bad. I've been in here in this kitchen messing with my candle, talking to you. I'm talking so much that I forgot my live was on. So I'm doing something. I'm doing something experimental with a candle. So I got
Oh,
some old remnants of some old candles that I had. That that it was still good wax in there, but the wick burnt too fast. So I took a old Palo Santo that was like mostly burnt out, maybe like 1/4 of the way, and I just stuck it in there. So now I'm about to have a Palo Santo all type of candle. I'm gonna call him the all
nice.
world candle. This gonna be the all world candle right here. Got some purple and some red. But yeah, can I shout out my page and my can I shout out my page and everything, my services and all of
Yeah,
that?
absolutely.
And you need to make sure you keep in touch with me because when you come over, you got the green light to shout out your channel. Sometimes I be having so many content creators in there that I be forgetting. So really
Yeah.
quick, also I want to extend an offer to you. Okay, so I'm starting a podcast called Highlighting the Light Workers. These are people with stories to tell of triumph coming, overcoming abuse, whatnot, and mostly spiritual people, but it don't have to be spiritually based. But these is people, whether it's life coaching or readings or whatever it is, if you doing work in the community, I want to shed light on you. So I want to officially extend an offer for my podcast to you. And this is just an interview where we just sit down and get to know you. You can use it as a marketing scheme, but it's the podcast is the same thing as my channel, or the same reason why I got into tarot, which is kind of to have like confirmation and community for people
Yeah.
who don't really fit into society. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
me being a 32-year-old black man, I don't have any felonies, but all my contemporaries, they've been in prison. You know what I'm saying? Like it's certain things that I don't resonate as a black man. What does it mean to be a black man? Does it mean I have to be a gangbanger? Does it mean that I have to abandon kids? Like what is the definition? And so I'm on a mission to define who I am and not the other way around. So and with that being said, I wanna highlight the people who's highlighting or who's putting the light in the community. So that's my little sales pitch on that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah, I'm down.
All right, that's what's up. IPA Rebecca K.
I could definitely like relate to that because like spiritual shit aside, like I grew up in a military family, so I grew up getting my ass kicked every single
Mm-hmm.
day.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, like in a way, because we had money, I had shit handed to me. But it's like my
So
parents would buy
I'm
me
just.
stuff in guilt, beating my
Mm-hmm.
ass.
Mm-hmm.
So
See, and me, I was the exact opposite. So I grew up in a poor community, a poor environment. So my mom kept us in the house to protect us from that environment. But the problem was that the internal environment was not healthy as well because she was dealing with her own mental issues, right? Drinking herself to sleep every day. You know what I'm saying? I seen my mother drink more than I seen her eat. You know what I'm saying? So deep down inside, intuitively, even as a child, I knew something wasn't right. You know what I'm
right,
saying? Even if I didn't have the big psychological words to explain it, I knew something wasn't right. So, you know, my mom, she did teach me how to cook and clean or whatever. But besides that, I didn't have none of the emotional stuff. My mom was a drill sergeant. She was she was a cranky old man. She wasn't a fun loving mom, you know.
right.
So So I can definitely relate, but I didn't have the distractions. I didn't have friends and cousins, and it was go to school, you come home, you sit down, you shut the fuck up, and you don't get your ass beat.
Yep, yep.
You sit down, you clean
Mine
up,
was
and
like
you.
wake wake up, get my ass beat, go to school, get made fun of, come home, get my ass beat, go to bed, rinse and repeat.
Hmm. Yeah, I had to learn how to fight the hard way too because I was a good person. My mom wasn't raising me like the other kids, so that made me a target. You know, for some reason, kids kids love ignorance, and the crazy part is that they don't even have to consciously know what they're doing. But I think that's just a society thing, though, because if we made being smart cool, then being smart would be cool. So it's really a bigger picture that I really are not authorized to talk about. But
No, you're absolutely correct.
hold
Is
on
that
one
what we've
second,
got?
Rebecca.
Okay.
Hello.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you don't mind, I love talking to you, and I love to do this again. But I want to shout out you for having me on. I want to thank you. It's been nothing but love back and forth since we came across each other. I don't even know how we came across each other, but in any case, I definitely don't regret it. Um,
Yeah.
so so, with that being said, again, it's been an honor and a pleasure to be of service to you. And I don't know if there's anybody in the chat because I haven't been paying attention. But if you guys want to hear my mouth, smell my hot breath, y'all can always find me on YouTube. And y'all can find me at KP Reads. Okay, that's at sign KP Reads. Or you can just type in um, Readings by KP. Okay, Readings by KP. So, in addition to a tarot reader, uh, I'm working on some new divination systems. I got cards. So, I'm really big into the cardomancy right now. So, Oracle, playing cards. I'm about to be working with the playing cards real soon. Um, I got a pendulum and a little pendulum mat that I'm gonna be bringing out real soon. I even got dice. I heard about people tapping into the dice. I haven't I
Yep.
haven't really I haven't really tapped into the candle magic yet though. You know what I'm saying? You know some people out here read flames, but hopefully I'll be able to read any and everything. You know what I'm saying real soon. So if y'all want to inquire about any of my services, life coaching, business coaching, love coaching, if you want to inquire about my Reiki services and so much more, right? You can always text me, call me, email me via the description box of all of my videos. Okay, I do have one link that you can book through if you want, but if you trust me, then you can go ahead and book directly through me. Okay, it's a lot cheaper than going through the website. All right. So so yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I do free readings just about every night, just about all day. I don't require donations, but they are accepted, foreign and domestic. No donation is too small, y'all. Even $100 is not too small. So make sure y'all donate to Rebecca. And if y'all got some leftovers, make sure y'all go come holler at KP. Throw $1 in the tank and see where this ride go. So, and any last words for me before I step out?
No, that sounded good.
All right. So
Thanks for
it's been.
coming on and talking to me.
Oh yeah, for sure. Maybe you can go ahead and get some questions ready for the next time I pop up on your live, and make sure you get in contact with me so we can talk about that podcast. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. All right, y'all. Well, to everybody, I'm sending you peace, love, health, and wealth. To you, Rebecca, I'm sending you peace, love, health, and wealth, and I shall return soon.
All right. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Yeah, but I like that. I like having like people come up and talk to me. Like like he said, he wants his channel to be like a community. That's the same thing I'm kind of looking for is a community. Like I don't pop up in other tarot readers' channels to like steal from them or take their people away or anything like that. I'm just looking for like other people I can relate to because I don't know any intuitive people or mediums or Claire, whatever. All right. Since nobody's really joining, um, I'm gonna get going, and I'll be back on either later tonight or tomorrow. Um, Tay, if you're still there, thank you for letting me read for you, and I hope that my reading was accurate enough that you felt like you were connecting with your grandmother.